Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman by heading over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Yeah, let's get started. Hello everyone.
Hello!
We're on another episode of Hypecast!
Hypecast!
It's the show where we get hyped about stuff and things. I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I am your other co-host, David Bell.
And I'm guest Starline Hodge. Hi.
Star!
Hey, guest Starline Hodge.
How you been?
I've been good. This week is a better week, I think, for the whole pandemic situation. But, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, L.A., right? We're all gonna die? Is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
One in three people have the virus.
Wow.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah! We're
I'm
so
getting
good
tested.
at things!
But
We're so good.
They're converting Dodger Stadium into a vaccine site, so that's nice.
That's cool.
But apparently it's a pain in the ass to still get it, because they don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Yep.
nobody knows how many we have or where it's going, or I don't know. Hopefully this new president fellow will
At least figure this
We'll
out.
figure this out at least. Like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
guys.
At least we know this time, like, they're trying. Like, there's going to be an effort.
Yeah.
Which is...
Bare minimum.
I mean, in the first day, there's already been more federal action in response to the virus than there has been since it broke out last year.
Yeah. It'll be fine. Everybody will be fine. They'll fill like crop dusters and they'll spray us with the vaccine.
Oh yeah, no, do it like do it like they used to spray people with DDT.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck it. Look, I'll go outside and open my mouth. I don't care. If that's how I get vaccinated, then
All the
so
poor
be it.
chemtrail, like, conspiracy people will be like, we
Yeah.
knew it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be like those kids in those old black and white photographs chasing the bug spray truck, just getting doused in DDT.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
those
gonna
were
be
the
me.
days.
That's gonna be me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Spray me with whatever it is. I don't care.
I love it. I already love
I'm
it.
just
Give me
now I'm
super
just
cancer
imagining
in
Mad
4
Max. Just being...
Yeah. Anywho, Star, thanks for being on.
Yeah, of course. I miss you guys.
I miss you too. Yeah.
Same.
When they spray us, after they spray us, we'll have a party.
After I get knocked to the ground with just the force of the concussive force of a vaccine blast, that must be delivered to my face like a shotgun blast. I won't accept it any other way.
Oh yeah.
Then we can all hang out again.
Yes. It's a plan.
Yeah.
It's a plan. God, yeah.
It has
I miss people.
it has to hit me so hard that my shoes fly off, though, like in a cartoon fashion.
Yeah, it's like an explosion in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Star. It sounded like you were going to say something real
No, I wasn't.
instead of the bullshit that I was
because
talking
I was thinking of, like, the late... I don't know if you guys know that, like, it's like a GIF or a video, and it's the person getting, like, hot dogs thrown at their face.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you were saying that, I was just like, why am I imagining hot dogs in your face?
Yeah. Just Tom's face, hot dog, slapping on his face.
If they can put the vaccine in a hot dog, I will get hot dogs thrown at my face.
Yeah. That would be amazing if they're like, all right, everybody, here's the deal.
Yeah,
We're injecting these hot dogs and we're going to slap you in the face with it. And we're like, is there any other way we could do this? And they're like, no. It's got to be
No,
this
this
way.
is the most efficient way. We figured it out. Don't ask us how. But
We've sat here with the world's experts have crunched all the numbers, and this is the most efficient vaccine delivery system is via hot dog.
Yeah. Fauci's like, my buddy Greg is going to go door to door.
Just
slap you guys with hot dogs.
Just a guy in a hazmat suit pushing a hot dog cart from door to door.
I don't know if you've seen those side-by-side comparisons of Fauci, like his press room thing. Like, people have shown, like, how he was before and now.
That motherfucker was stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his skin is glowing. He's just all smiles.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he said today, like, the main difference he's noticed already in 24 hours is that when he doesn't know the answer, he doesn't have to guess.
Yeah.
He just has to say, I don't know the answer.
Oh, man.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Small victories. Small, tiny bare minimum victories. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've raised the bar out of the abyss. And that's something to be happy about.
Truly.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to steal anybody's joy.
No.
Yeah, it's very, yeah.
There's a lot to be done, but let's at least let everyone exhale.
The comparison I've been making is rubbing your feet after a long day. It feels fucking great. It feels great because you were just in pain all day. So, like, appreciate it. It feels good. Mm-hmm. It feels good to not be in pain. That doesn't mean it's over. Mm-hmm. It just means, enjoy the feeling.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yes. Agreed.
Let's
100%.
all get sprayed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's just get sprayed.
Yeah.
Let's chase the vaccine truck.
You guys want to talk about movies?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay. We got some producers first to thank. Some new ones, too.
Ooh.
Or at least one new one. Thank you to Chester's Profit.
Woo.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Welcome to our family. Also, thank you to Definitely Not Guillermo del Toro.
Sounds suspicious.
Guys, it's not Guillermo del Toro.
It's definitely not.
It's definitely not. Thanks to Brian, who Tom knows.
I do.
Can that be the name? Brian, who Tom knows?
Sure.
Okay, Brian. I'm typing it in. Thanks, Brian. Much appreciated. Also, thank you to Doc. Wear a mask, you fucks Garby.
Yes, agreed.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think post-pandemic he should keep this. And it's just be talking about, like, Halloween masks from then on. Thanks to Bob Grenville. Thank you very much. Thank you to Steven. Thank you. Thank you to Down Home Chicken Peacock. Thank you to Han Toomey, the confused cyborg. Thank you to Asking Seven. And thank you to Hey, fuck you, I'm Happy Ed.
Nice.
That one feels real good to say.
Yeah, for sure. Let me jump in here. Thank you to I Was Born to Stare.
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you to Dracula the Bus Driving Vampire.
Thank you.
Thank you to Tiger Drawers Pratt Thompson. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Thank you
to Chloe Rice.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dan Hackroyd.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Kool-Aid Man says, fuck it, use me to make a huge Molotov and burn it all down, comrades.
Ooh.
Thank you to E.T. the Extravagant Terresticle.
Thank you.
Thank you to Cody Johnson's Time Machine Noise.
Yeah.
Thank you to Pete Vorpagel. And thanks to Glitterous.
Glitterous.
Nice.
I love, Star, the visceral reaction you had to the Time Machine noise that we all are picturing.
You can't not hear it.
Mm-hmm. You can't not hear it. Well, let's talk about some trailers. This first one here is interesting. This is Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, yeah.
This is like a Five Nights at Freddy's clone.
Kinda, yeah.
Nicolas Cage fighting animatronics. You guys notice that he doesn't say a word in the trailer?
Yes,
he didn't.
I did notice that.
Do you think I think this isn't true, but I got the vibe that he's only in it for like 10 minutes.
I don't know. I've been following this one since his casting was announced.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm pretty sure this is a Nick Cage movie.
Yeah, if he's
not just a movie he's in.
If he's only in it for 10 minutes, I would feel incredibly cheated because the whole time watching was just like, this normally wouldn't be a movie I would like, but because it's Nick Cage, I kind of want to see this.
Yeah. I will say I looked it up, and he's like first billed on IMDb. I don't know if that makes it official that it's but it does feel like it's being advertised as a Nick Cage film. I'm just getting like, we had just watched Jiu-Jitsu, a movie that like pushed Nicolas Cage hard, and he's in like 20 minutes of it. And so I'm I guess afraid, because the way the trailer goes, there's a lot of other characters.
There are. He's the only one we see chopping up the animatronics.
Yeah.
Though. You don't. So I have a feeling there's gonna be like a story around it, and he's just like gonna be this character who's a janitor, who's just trying to do his fucking job, and then these demon animatronics are getting in his way, so he's just ripping them apart. Like, I have a feeling there's gonna be a story around it, and his character's just not gonna give a shit about it.
Right.
I mean,
he's just doing his thing.
I would prefer that. I'd want that to be the movie versus like.
Yeah.
Maybe he had a friend who went to that place when he was a kid, and now it's like the twist is that he's there for revenge, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's what they're pushing.
I hope it's just he just wants to clean and get his car fixed, and that's his whole motivation.
That's his entire motivation. And these demon robots won't fuck off.
Yeah.
I just want to clean.
He's just trying to clean the sink, man.
Yeah, so this doesn't look like a horror movie. It's probably not a horror movie.
It'll probably be billed as like a
horror comedy,
action comedy horror. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, this weirdly doesn't feel scary to me, and I know they're trying to give me all the signals of scary, but I was like, it seemed just more actiony, gory.
Yeah, as you had said, you would watch this.
Yeah.
So.
This is also.
It should be noted. Oh, sorry. What are you going to say, Tom?
This is just 100% what I would expect to happen if Nicolas Cage was doing something and some like animatronic robot tried to surprise him. This would be the outcome.
Yeah. It should be noted that there is in fact a Five Nights at Freddy movie being filmed.
I'm sure there
this
is.
spring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that kind of weird? Like, it's because Five Nights at Freddy's is obviously like the thing that started this premise, and it's a very specific.
Do you think
premise.
this is a volcano? Not Armageddon. What's the other one? Volcano Dante's Peak situation.
Dante's Peak.
Well, not even though, because it's more like they just adapted the game unofficially while someone's adapting the game officially, right? Like, that's weird, right?
A little.
Like,
Five Nights at Freddy's definitely provoked this film, but Five Nights at Freddy's is not an original idea.
Well, I guess not. I guess it takes from a lot of things, like the book The Shining with the hedge maze animals. Mm-hmm. But it's just like the Chuck E. Cheese setting is unique for that, right?
Anybody who's gone to a Chuck E. Cheese after the age of like 9 realizes how creepy those things are. Yeah,
it's definitely. You could say it's who got there first kind of situation. It's just weird that there's multiple movies about Chuck E. Cheese animals coming to life, especially when Five Nights at Freddy was there. I'm not saying there isn't room for both of these.
Yeah, I mean, this is a thing that like the Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, Are You Afraid of the Dark, like have all done. Like it's. Like I said, Five Nights at Freddy's is definitely what got this movie made, like having that touchstone, but like it's not, nobody can like claim ownership of that idea because it's been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. That's fair.
It's in the public domain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just different enough. It's just different enough. I guess this was all leading to, I kind of want the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It's Blumhouse, I believe. And I hope that they actually go straight up horror with it, because I think this premise would also just be good as straight up horror.
Maybe. I think there's an element to Five Nights at Freddy's that's inherently funny.
It's always going to be a little silly.
Right, because it's just a bear.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind it taking itself a little seriously. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Or actually going for horror moments. Actually trying to be... It can still be kind of funny, but it could also be a horror movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. This, however, does look delightful.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Mainly because, Nicolas Cage.
Did you guys see the History of Cursing thing Nick Cage is hosting on Netflix by any chance?
Not yet.
It's delightful. I think that's also why I'm in I like Nick Cage. He's good because I just watched that and he was great in it. He just hosts and he says each curse word of each show, each episode, and it's fun. It's just
that's pretty great.
Good.
I love that he has a goth son. Although I don't know if the son's still goth. There's just that one picture of Nicolas Cage and his goth son.
Yeah.
That everybody should look up.
Well, I'm gonna do that. Yes.
Do it. Oh, there's a bunch of pictures of Nicolas Cage and his goth son.
Yeah. No, it's a whole genre.
Look, everybody has a goth son. You know,
he's truly goth. That's a real.
Yeah. He's a full-on goth.
I was for some reason thinking kind of the 90s, not 90s, 2000s pop goth, with the bright hair.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, not like vampire goth.
No, he's like Lords of Chaos goth.
He's for real goth.
He's fucking Nathan Explosion over here.
Good for him.
It's great. I love it. Shit, what's the next trailer?
Boss level?
Boss level.
This is Groundhog Day action with Mel Gibson.
But he's playing the bad guy, right?
He's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a yeah.
Is that your standard?
Kind of.
Stars is if he's a bad guy, it's fine.
Pretty much at this point, because I'm well, Hollywood's not getting rid of Mel Gibson, and not one of my favorite people.
No.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So I'm
safe to say.
Safe to say.
So if he's gonna be in something, let him be the bad guy that you don't like. So it just kind of keeps the feelings in check. Sure.
Should be known as Frank Grillo is in this. Naomi Watts. Did I see Will Sasso?
You might have seen Will Sasso.
Always excited for Will Sasso.
Yeah.
To show up in a movie. This is Joe Carnahan as well. This is.
It is. Yeah. This is a War Party production.
Right.
Is the name Boss Level supposed to be video game reference? Is that what that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's someone Groundhog Daying over and over again and getting murdered.
Yeah. It's
cartoonishly murdered.
Yeah, and I think that's what's doing it for me.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah, his murders are crazily over the top.
Yeah, because the Groundhog Day thing, a lot of movies are doing it now. And on paper, I don't know how thrilled I would be about this premise until I watched the trailer and was like, "Oh, that's delightful."
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
Yeah,
they're
vibe.
Cartoonishly murdering him.
Yeah.
What was that, Star?
It has a Kingsman vibe.
Yeah,
but
I could see that.
Kingsman still had more slickness to it. This one is just kind of no, we're just gonna. It is a cartoon. It is straight up heads will roll and there's no blood, but you're all right.
Yeah, and it seems
he gets shot with 2 rocket launchers at a phone booth. It's very funny.
Yeah, it's very Joe Carnahan. For people who don't know, Joe Carnahan did Smokin' Aces. He did Stretch. He did The A-Team and The Gray. I really like a lot of those movies. Yeah. In fact, I think I like all of those movies that I just named. And he's supposed to do the Raid remake. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But yeah, I don't know. It's there's a baseline level of fun here that's guaranteed with Joe Carnahan. And yeah, I guess if you can deal with Mel Gibson, which I'm sort of on,
Yeah, I mean, if it helped, like what Star was saying, if it helps you, the premise of this movie is that Frank Grillo must battle his way to Mel Gibson and then destroy him.
Yeah.
So if you can tolerate Mel Gibson on screen for the purposes that Frank Grillo is probably going to super murder him, then you should be all set.
Yep.
It's weird he's still around, though. It's
really weird that he's still around. I don't understand.
They're just not going to get rid of him. He's just... Too many people are friends with him, I guess.
I guess.
It's just, he's not going anywhere.
And I guess audiences just don't care. When I saw
to a degree, it depends, but yeah.
It depends
when
on
I
what
saw
he's
Edge
doing.
of Darkness, right?
Yeah.
I went and saw Edge of Darkness because it was filmed in my hometown, and I was living in Chicago at the time. So I was like, fuck it, I want to see my hometown in a movie. It's a Mel Gibson movie, but fine. It was a packed theater, and everybody was like cheering, like really into the movie.
Well, it was your hometown,
Edge of Darkness. Right? No, I saw this in Chicago.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so it was this, and Edge of Darkness was like right after like the second time Mel Gibson.
It was also kind of a small movie.
Yeah. But people were into seeing Mel Gibson. And it was like, huh. And this wasn't just like a theater filled with white dudes. It was just like people that were still just like, fuck it, we love Mel Gibson. So I think there's a percentage of the population that just didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
true
that's always
across
true.
the board for pretty much anyone. Like there's people who, there's like Chris Brown and Johnny Depp still have. If you tweet anything about them, you'll get
they
a
have, like,
million
super
people in your
fans.
replies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's just a certain percentage of people that are never gonna drop Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Oh well. It's
Sure.
It's one of those things where I'm like, well, in the grand scheme of things, like I'm not gonna go out of like my way. Like if this was his movie completely, like Mel Gibson made this movie, probably wouldn't go see it. But because he's like just a character in it, and of course the bad guy, I'm like, all right, fine. Everything else looks
Sure.
way more interesting. But I mean,
Yeah, I didn't.
EH. Just a big old EH.
I didn't see this movie, but Collider did a special screening of it last year, right before everything shut down.
Oh, okay.
And I've heard it's fun.
Yeah?
But I think it's coming to Hulu.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, everybody can watch it on Hulu.
Yeah. Cool. Everybody check it out. Well, let's go to the next trailer. The United States versus Billie Holiday. This looks good.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm into this. This, I think, was originally supposed to have a theatrical release. I could be wrong, but I think this is another one that's going to Hulu, and this is like a big get.
Yeah.
Because there's award buzz around it.
Shout out to the evil council of honkies in the trailer.
Oh, there's so many evil honkies in this movie.
They're all in like a room, like smoking and being like, whoa.
Conspiring how to be just fucking the most villainous white people in history.
We're like, she's encouraging people to hang out together.
Yeah.
Wow.
And seriously, they're like, how do we put a stop to
What's
this?
funny is that they were still like on two separate floors. Like it wasn't even like they were really intermingling. It was straight up like the white people are on the first floor and the black people are on the second floor. This is still okay.
That was more than these dudes could tolerate.
Yeah. Council of honkies wouldn't have it.
Nope.
I mean, I don't doubt that a version of that this conversation happened, but it's just so movie version.
Yes,
what's in the trailer.
It is. Yeah,
it's very funny.
It's very Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah.
He did not have anything to do with this movie, to be clear.
Yeah.
I'm always torn with movies like this because I'm always glad that they exist. I'm like, yes, tell history. This is good. What an interesting character. I didn't know Billie Holiday had a drug problem. You know, like that's cool and neat to learn. But then there's another part of me that's just like, man, we always have all these black struggle movies and it's a lot. Can I get a fun thing?
Right.
I want a fun one.
Yeah.
You know, just like, but we need these movies too. So it's more just me going, I'm like, yay, I'm glad this exists. But also give me something light and silly with black people in it. That'd be great too.
It's just that this time in history, there was a lot of dramatic stories that producers are like, well, we should probably make a movie of that.
Sure.
Yeah, there's this one, and then Judas and the Black Messiah is coming out soon.
Yeah. So, yeah, it does seem like there's, like, an influx of this.
Which is good. Like I said, like, I'm not saying, like, don't make these movies.
Yeah.
Like, make all of these movies. I just want more movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody likes movies.
Yeah. Not every movie I see has to be really depressing and upsetting.
Right, exactly. Yeah, hard agree. Still, this looks good.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And the actress looks amazing. She sounds amazing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It looks beautifully shot. Yeah.
Who's doing this?
Lee Daniels.
Oh, it's Lee Daniels. Mm-hmm. No shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fucking... Yeah, this is coming out in March, it looks like.
Cool.
Yeah. Everybody check out the trailer to this. Any other thoughts? The heroine did throw me off. I did not expect heroine to show up.
Yeah,
in this
I was
trailer.
like, oh. That's how they're going to get her? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
They do that now still. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, oh shit. All right, well, next trailer is for The Equalizer. Now, some context here. There was a series of Denzel Washington films
yes, I thought
of the
that's
same
what
name.
this was going to be.
It is. Well, it is. It's the Denzel films were a remake of a TV series that this is also a remake of.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. It was weird when they, like, the logo says a CBS original. I was like, well, not original, but yeah, sure.
I mean,
it's The Equalizer.
Maybe the original series was a CBS show as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so they can still be like, it's a CBS original. It's like, well, yeah 30 years ago.
But now it's Queen Latifah baiting people up, and it's like,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, I was...
John Wicking people.
I was like, oh, hey.
Do it.
This is fun. This is neat.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not really a cop, so I can root for her? This is...
Oh, yeah. No, that's the point of The Equalizer. He's just some guy, I think, or at least
He's just a freelancer.
He is in the Denzel movies anyway. I've never seen the original TV show, but yeah, he's just some dude who like used to be like Black Ops or something, and now he works at a hardware store and just helps people when they need help.
The way they do it in the Denzel film, which I loved, is that he's just like addicted to murder. Like
He just can't get enough of it.
He can't get enough. He kills a guy with a hammer.
And then puts the hammer back on the rack at the hardware store the next day.
So if they capture the characters just like, I need my fucking murder fix, like them just really jonesing for murder all the time, that's what I want to see. Yeah, I mean, this is on CBS, so I'll probably never see it, but it looks good.
Yeah. CBS is in that weird bubble of like, you've got some good shows over there, but I don't want to pay for another service.
Yeah,
right.
I don't need another subscription service just so I can watch Twilight Zone. Like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, CBS is like a good friend who moves to Austin or something, where it's like, well, I'm never going to see you now. Like, I can't, like, CBS, look, I've had some great times with you.
Yeah.
But I can't see you anymore. It's a logistical problem.
Mm-hmm.
If CBS offered more than just, CBS shows, like, I think that's really what it is. All the other services are like, we're grabbing stuff from everywhere. So here's a good mix. Well, this is like, it's just CBS. And it's just kind of like,
Yeah, they're over there like, hey, everybody, check out us. It's CBS. And we're like,
I am all set.
Oh, yeah, all set, CBS. I can't. I'm going to put you on the shelf with Apple TV, and maybe one day. But yeah, if you have access to CBS, check this out.
I only got Apple TV because it came for free. I got it. It's like a year for free because I bought a laptop, and they were like, here. And I was like, sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I got a deal with my smart TV where it was like free for 3 months. I was like, sure, I'll watch everything I need to watch in 3 months.
Pretty much.
These are all acceptable ways to get Apple TV.
And now, of course, I'm watching like Mythic Quest and Ted Lasso, both of which I enjoy. So I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to get it again next season.
Yep, that's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
Don't let them win.
When you get it again, watch Wolfwalkers. It's fantastic. That's the one.
Oh, I did want to watch that. We talked about it on Hypecast once.
Yeah, that was the one thing I watched on Apple TV. I do need to watch Ted Lasso, but yeah, the Wolfwalkers animation is fucking gorgeous, and
the trailer just looked incredible.
They should just at least let you rent it for like, just rent it for a week or something.
They do that with some. Now we're getting off topic.
Sorry.
But they do that with some of their content. Well, they'll put like Twilight Zone or something up in like other storefronts where you can just buy the episodes, and it's like, well, just do that. I'll do that. Like I'd buy Ted Lasso if you let me.
Right.
Like,
this is like, I mean, they're a giant evil company, but the Amazon really understands just like, here it is, pay like $20 per season, and you can just have anything. Like when it was just like, we're just providing movies and TV. Now they have their originals, but like that's all I really need.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just like, give me $20. Here's season 2 of the X-Files. That's it.
Yeah.
Is that so hard?
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me just give you money one time for the thing I want. It's great.
Yeah. Let me just buy the thing and then have it until like, since it's a digital purchase, until you randomly can just take it away. But let me feel like I own it. All right, next trailer for Boogie.
Sure.
I want to see it, but I feel
got?
like it's a high school movie, if that makes sense. Like a movie I would have enjoyed when I was like 16 to 18 years old.
Yeah. That's not going to stop me from being really excited about this stupid movie about a teen being told he can't do something and then does something.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody claps.
My parents don't want me to do it, and I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm also facing prejudices, and also I want to love this girl.
Yeah. And then he's going to do that shit.
He's going to do all of the things, and it's going to be great.
I can't fucking wait. I love this shit.
And my note was that it reminds me of Save the Last Dance, because that's the premise.
Yeah.
Save the Last Dance, or you're finding foresters, or even your Goodwill Hunting.
This is a trope. Yeah, but it's a good one.
It works.
Yeah, it does
work
work.
for a
I'm
reason.
gonna be fucking inspired by the end of it.
Look, it's heart porn. My heart's gonna jerk off to this.
I'm nervous about the stereotypes, but not like nervous to the point of like, oh, I don't know about this movie, but just nervous of like, ooh, let's see how they toe the line.
Right.
And I'm also excited because they are featuring like a kind of a coupling that you don't see in media very often, which is like an Asian dude and a black woman. You never really see that ever. So I'm kind of like, you know what? Props for you guys on that one. I'll give it to you. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the writer did Fresh Off the Boat. He was also the director. And so I don't know. It'd be different if this was like by Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah. No thanks.
Yeah, we don't need your perspective on what it's like to be a Chinese American teenager. Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know.
It looks. I mean, it's yeah. I am fine with this.
I hesitate to call it cute, but it looks like a cute movie, even though I don't think that's what they were going for.
That's definitely not the tone they're going for, but it's probably going to be exactly like Save the Last Dance.
Yeah, exactly. And that's going to be great. Although, didn't someone post recently, like, the ending dance from that movie?
Oh, yeah, and it's horrible.
And how like, retrospectively, like, horrible it is.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you go back and watch, like, the big dance.
Her big audition where she, like, combines, like, her Juilliard skills and all the hip-hop she learned, and you're like,
it's embarrassing.
No, it's so bad.
Was it? Fuck, now I'm trying to, I'm trying to remember who's in the movie.
Julia Stiles?
Who's the guy?
Yeah.
Who's the guy?
Oh, I forget his name.
Fuck, who is it? It's like I have a person in mind, but I know it's the wrong person, so I'm not going to say it.
I see his face in my head, but I'm bad with names.
Mm-hmm.
You looking it up?
It's Sean Patrick Thomas. That's who it is.
From Cruel Intentions.
Mm-hmm. Courage Under Fire.
Yeah. But mostly Cruel Intentions.
Primarily Cruel Intentions.
Yeah.
And also Dracula 2000.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I don't know. Fucking, Yeah, this looks exactly. It also is the whole movie's in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes. That's the curse
And
of these kinds of movies. They're so formulaic that it's just like, yeah, okay, we know the whole movie.
Yeah, the whole movie's in the trailer, and it doesn't ruin my odds of like wanting to see it, because it's just like, yeah, I know how it's gonna end. You don't have to show me, but sure. Yeah, fucking Boogie.
Although they did show like a little mini scene of like a fortune teller. I'm like, wait, what's that about? I'm actually curious.
Yeah. God, what if like there's magic in it or something that like, what if it goes completely off the rails?
I mean, I'm on board with that too. I'm always a fan when a movie genre decides to trick their audience and being like, actually, no, we're this genre. Surprise.
Yeah, they body switch, like him and his dad body switch or something. And then he has to do his dad's job, and his dad has to play basketball, and they learn a newfound respect for each other.
It becomes a race around the world all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Isn't that then the movie
like
would be
a hot
called
air
Horse?
balloon race.
Wouldn't they call the movie Horse then? Isn't that what that game is? Around the world?
Horse?
Yeah, there's like a basketball game that you play when you don't have enough people to play basketball. It's either like Horse or Around the World.
Horse is the one where you shoot from specific places. And then they have to shoot from there as well, or else they get a letter.
Ah, okay.
And the letter spells horse because horses are the worst at basketball.
Historically, yes, horses are extremely terrible at basketball.
Yeah. They really are the funniest animals. Like, they're tables with fur. They're fucking hilarious. I never can get enough of that. Should we talk about the next trailer?
We probably should, yeah.
Young Rock!
Sure.
Like young Sheldon.
Sure.
I was watching it, and by the end of it, I'm like, wait, this is a TV show?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a weird movie.
No, it's a TV show about young Rocky Maivia, a.k.a.
It's
The Rock, a.k.a. Dwayne Johnson.
This is just Dwayne. What are you up to? What are you doing here, man?
I don't know.
But like, I don't know. I assume it's like Everybody Hates Chris, where it's like, all right, I'll come into the studio like once a month, narrate a bunch of script, and leave.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a show, and I'll get a check. Like, that's what I assume it is, right? It's just The Rock. Just you know.
It just seems so silly.
Yeah. It's really, if anybody can do it, it's him.
Yeah.
I mean, you just mentioned Everybody Hates Chris, so there is precedent for this.
Yes, but that Chris Rock is like a comedic presence. You know what I mean? Like, it makes way more sense.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, there's precedent, and maybe that's what The Rock used when he was pitching this. And everybody was like, I don't know, Dwayne. And he was like, hey, man, Everybody Hates Chris. And they're like, yeah, I guess. And then he, I feel like he bullied his way into getting this made.
I think it's the opposite. I feel like someone came to him and was just like, can we just write about your youth?
Yeah.
Because it's just...
And it's a sitcom.
It is a sitcom, yeah.
And it's like...
It is
it's
wild.
It's like an old-timey sitcom. Is there a laugh track?
I hope so. They need to have it.
I don't remember, but I am going to assume that there is one.
The whole little...
Yeah,
the whole little part where he lied about what his name was, and then when the kid was just like, why didn't you use your name? He's like, no one likes Dwayne or whatever. It was just like, Dwayne is an interesting name. What are you talking about? It was just weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I assume there was just... Fucked. I don't know how this got made. I assume there were people like someone who was working for The Rock, like pitching this for him, and really like pushing for it. And I don't know. It feels like old school TV.
It is. This is very old school. Like, this is like 90s.
Yeah, but it even has hints of like Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island level of weird cheesiness to like the premise.
Yeah.
and then with 90s sensibilities. And I'm not saying that's bad at all. It's just very weird.
Sorry. Who do you think the show is for?
That is an excellent question.
I know who the show is for. It's for The Rock. All right, so hear me out. What if The Rock's just so rich that he was like, I would like one TV show, please? And they're like, I guess. And the ratings won't matter. He'll just keep paying for it because he just wants it to exist. That's my theory on this show.
I mean, you're probably not far off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, and good for him.
No, sure. No,
I
think this TV show is for moms who like The Rock.
Yeah. Well,
or parents, middle-aged people who like The Rock. I don't know.
Right, but they're gonna have to show he's gonna have to. We're gonna have to see The Rock,
right? Because it's not
people like The Rock. They don't like The Rock as a child.
They're really Phantom Menacing this shit.
Yeah, it's just not what we like about The Rock. It's his childhood.
It's that Patton Oswalt routine where he's talking about the prequels, where it's like, "Hey, do you like Darth Vader? Yeah, he's fucking awesome. Well, here he is as a little kid.
Yeah, exactly.
You like Boba Fett? Yeah, Boba Fett rules. Well, here he is as a little boy.
Yeah.
I don't want any of this.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, this show isn't hurting anybody.
No,
more power to anybody who enjoys this show. I hope it lasts 20 years.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Longer than the period of young Rock's life.
Yes. I hope it lasts longer than The Rock is alive.
Didn't
like 70, 80 years of this.
They would have to go through his wrestling life. They would just keep.
Yeah.
It would catch up on itself.
Or he just stay the same age. He just never get old. Young Rock. And maybe it become an existential thing where he's starts he's living in his own hell.
Mm-hmm.
Where he never
pondering the mystery of his existence.
Yeah. Young Rock, folks.
Young Rock.
Is this also on CBS?
It's NBC. It's NBC.
Oh, NBC. That's surprising. I would have assumed it was ABC since The Rock has a relationship with Disney. Anyway.
I don't know, man.
Disney passed.
Disney passed. They were like, you know what, Dwayne? You go nuts with this premise. Go free. I'm sure someone will pick it up. We'll give you a reference. All right. Well, that's it for trailers.
That is it for trailers.
We should get into some news stories, but first, some patrons to thank. Thanks for having Jason Pargin on. Here's $25.
Woo.
Woo. Thank you to the Midnight Patron. What patrons at midnight?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to Exploding Runes. Thank you to Andrew. Andrew, how? Thank you to Vincent. Thank you to Rev MD. Thank you to John Munez. Thank you to Wavy Rancheros. Thank you very much.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to Dr. DNA.
Thank you,
Thank you
Doctor.
to Lauren Gucci.
Thank you.
Thank you to James Rainey.
Thank you.
Thank you to Bootler Bootlesson.
Bootler.
Thanks to Grumblebee.
Grumbles.
Thank you to Tux.
Tux.
Thank you to Shepherd Mulch Diggums.
Mulch.
And thank you to Norm from Cheers.
Yeah.
Norm. All right, let's dive into these stories.
Gritty Wonka prequel. I don't know if it's actually gritty. I just want it to be.
There is a Wonka prequel, and a lot of people are in the running for it, like Tom Holland and Timothée Chalamet.
I don't need Tom Holland in everything. Look, I love Tom Holland. I don't need him in everything.
That's fair. I mean, he does have like 1 million movies coming out this year, although they did just move Uncharted to next February.
Yeah. He's like Avocado. I don't need him in everything. It doesn't mean I hate him. I like him a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, my response to this wasn't the people who they were talking to. It's like, you know what Tim Burton's remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory taught me is that I really, really need and want to know how Wonka came to own a chocolate factory. That's the lesson of that movie was that, man, I really need to get more into the background of Willy Wonka.
Didn't we already see his background
I need to see how this came together.
Yeah.
Wasn't his dad like a dentist or something?
His dad was a dentist who didn't let him have candy. I mean, the point is, it's the point we were making before with Young Rock. I don't give a fuck about young Willy Wonka. I don't need to know what his life was like leading up to the chocolate factory. I just need to know he owns a chocolate factory.
Here's what I think. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Willy Wonka is... I'm not sure why people think there needs to be more of them. Like, is it just because it's successful? Like a film like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, we never messed with again.
Nope.
No, we didn't.
Because we were like, perfect, we're done. Maybe that's Zemeckis, because I know Zemeckis seems to be very like, with Back to the Future, he was like, nope, I'll die first.
That also might be because Roger Rabbit it's harder to do.
Yeah. But there's certain properties where we realize, like, we got it, and now we're done. The original, or is it even the original? The one we all love.
With Gene Wilder?
Willy Wonka. The 71 film. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
We didn't need to explain where Willy Wonka came from.
Nope.
We just needed fucking Gene Wilder, of all fucking people, not being that wacky. Like, he's just kind of like manic and scary.
Yeah, he's quietly terrifying in that film.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's it. And then we got the Johnny Depp one, and everybody was like, no. And now we're getting this one. And I don't understand.
It's right now everybody wants recognizable properties that they can potentially build into franchises. Like the pre-existing knowledge is such a big deal to movie studios right now. I mean, that's why we're getting a Tetris movie.
We're getting a Tetris movie?
We are getting a Tetris movie starring fucking someone. Who is in the Tetris movie?
At one point, it was supposed to be a trilogy. They were literally saying there would be 3 Tetris movies. And at that point, if you have an idea for 3 Tetris movies already, I want to see them. Like, if someone was like, look, I have so many thoughts, they don't fit into one, but 3 Tetris movies, I want to know those thoughts. I don't know if that's still the case now. That was a while ago.
Okay, this makes more sense. All right, maybe Tetris was not a good example. The Tetris movie is about the creation of the game.
Oh,
okay,
that makes way
there's
more
going to be
sense.
other Tetris movies
too.
Yeah,
and it stars Taron Egerton, but as the guy who created Tetris, so he's not like playing the blocks or anything. But I mean, there's like they're doing a Clue remake. They're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I know why these happen.
It's the reason why we got that
emotionally,
stupid Battleship
I don't
movie.
know why.
It's why is this happening?
And like, if I was a studio executive, I feel like I would know not to do this. And I don't know, maybe it's the Paddington director, which is actually
is this going to be like maybe
the
how
Paddington star. You were talking about how these are apparently good movies.
Yeah, I've never heard anything bad about any of the Paddington movies. I still haven't seen them, but everyone talks about them like they're the best thing in the world and that they must be seen.
So maybe Paul King, the writer and director of Paddington, came to them and it was like, look, I'm really passionate about this. And I have an idea for a Wonka prequel I've always wanted to do. And they were like, you know what? You got it. You got it, dude.
Maybe
That's
it's something heartwarming about him meeting the Oompa Loompas and they retcon that he like just took them from their homeland and made them slaves.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
This would be the heartwarming story of him enslaving a people. Mm-hmm. It should be noted the writer of this is the writer of Inside Out and An American Pickle, the Seth Rogen comedy. And he was a writer of Inside Out. He has additional story material.
I see. I was about to be excited, and now I'm like, oh, okay.
Also an SNL writer. And so I don't know what any of that means. I'm guessing we're going to see a Willy Wonka that's more comedic. I'm guessing they're going to get James Franco to bother everybody. It's going to be an Oz situation.
Oh, yeah, he did make that movie.
He did. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
that Sam Raimi directed.
Yep.
That's another one where it's like, you know what I didn't need to see? Origin story to the Wizard of Oz.
Well, that's because that's
didn't
public domain.
That.
They're like, hey, we don't have to pay anybody to make this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we get so many. That's why we get so many Robin Hood and Peter Pan movies.
Mm-hmm. That nobody wants.
Exactly. Nobody wants it. They're just like, well, people know these characters. We've got to try King Arthur again. Maybe not. Maybe it's time to let King Arthur go. People super don't care about it.
Maybe I don't need another preview that says the story you weren't told. I don't need that. I don't need the story I didn't hear, because that just means it's a story you made the fuck up.
Right. It's like the story they didn't tell you. It's like, well, you know, like
because it was
right. You know, like the first rule of storytelling is you start at the beginning of the story. Like, it's like you didn't tell me that story because it's not the interesting part of the story. You
exactly.
get that, right?
It's the part they yada yada over.
Right. It's the part that doesn't matter until the actual story started.
Yeah. So yeah, Wonka. Who gives a shit? I'm sorry. Sorry, Paddington director Paul King.
Yeah.
It's Willy Wonka.
Watch this time after 2023, and we watch this, be like, that was one of the most amazing movies I've ever seen.
Well, that's the worst part, isn't it? Is we just don't know anymore.
Right. I'm waiting for the memes. I'm waiting for the Joker memes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the I am going to become the Wonka memes.
Yeah. But it's just there's no way of knowing if something's actually going to be good, and it's because everything's a fucking remake or a reboot. Yeah. And so, like, by just statistically, some of them are bound to be pretty good. This, I don't know, man.
I mean, I think it's a good bet that it probably won't be good, but just in case, it'd be really funny if it's actually good.
Mm-hmm. This isn't on this isn't on this list, but did you see that Ghostbusters Afterlife has revealed Muncher?
Yes. I could talk for 15 hours about Muncher.
Wait.
Just go ahead and Google that star. Google Muncher.
Be ready to be taken aback.
Oh no!
This.
I mean,
right?
in fairness, Slimer's not exactly fun to look at either.
No, but Slimer, like, this looks like shit.
He looks.
Yeah.
He looks
you know
like
what I mean?
What are those little microscopic bears? What are those called?
Capybaras?
No,
like
capybaras are
no,
big.
not capybara. It's shit!
It's tardigrades.
Yes.
Tardigrades. There you go.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like Slimer's balls.
Yes. Yeah.
It is horrifying. Hot take on Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I feel like I might have said this early in a Hypecast. I think it's not going to be very good.
No, why would it be?
Well, I think people think it's going to be good because it's Jason Reitman, who is great. I love Jason Reitman. But it's been delayed so many times. They're either like, this is going to be so good, we have to delay it for theaters, or they're just like, meh. I don't know. It just doesn't seem. It seems like it's going to be way too late and just not.
Well, they're pushing it back because they want it. They want to make.
They want it in theaters.
They want to make money off it. Yeah, and it recently got bumped from July to November. It got moved today.
Right, and of course the cast, like Finn Wolfhard, he's like what, 45 now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just going to be the same thing. It's going to be a nostalgic. Overload of nostalgic references, and I don't know. I just feel like maybe if it came out pre-pandemic, but I think now it's going to be underwhelming and maybe possibly terrible.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Vibes are definitely different nowadays. So
yeah, I don't think anybody. Yeah, I think there's a certain. I don't know. Maybe I'm overestimating it, but I feel like, it's also okay. The writer was the director of the Poltergeist remake.
Well, I don't know what that's not a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about
that's
this.
That's a pretty bad sign. That Poltergeist remake sucked.
Yeah, that was a real shame. He didn't write the remake, though. Whatever that means.
I don't know. Muncher looks like ass, though. Like real ass.
Yeah, Muncher.
Like blue ass.
It's called Muncher.
It's called
and again,
Muncher.
Like Slimer. Slimer is called Slimer.
Yeah.
It's all disgusting until maybe it works, Maybe it works. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this movie's amazing.
Maybe you'll end up owning like a bunch of Muncher plush dolls.
There's no way.
Muncher will be the new Baby Yoda.
Well, it's a bad design. It's a bad design. He looks like shit. Not gonna like Baby Yoda. At least you're like, oh, like and like Slimer. It's like those are well designed characters. This looks like a fucking.
Here's the thing. Have you seen anything but this one picture?
No.
Oh wait, there's a toy. I found a toy version that's equally disturbing. But it's a toy version, so who knows?
Yeah, who can say?
Oh God, Muncher has so many arms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I just saw another picture. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's got 6 arms.
He's got 6 arms. They're little baby arms.
That's why
They're
I said
little baby hands.
he's like a Terra something.
Yeah, I hate him.
He's a bad design. he looks like shit.
Man.
That's not yeah.
What was I going to compare him to? There was a movie that when we first saw the designs, it looked terrible, and then we turned out it was like, oh, it's unfinished, or in the context of the movie, it looks a lot better. Still, this for what we have here, it's horrifying. This thing's horrifying.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I mean,
yeah.
I think that was the last time that happened. Was like that Sonic movie. Everyone was like, no.
Oh,
yeah.
God, that
no,
Sonic
thank
movie.
you.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. All right, final piece of news. The Zack Snyder Justice League series isn't a series anymore. He's now saying it's a movie. It's just really long.
Okay.
I don't care.
No, I mean,
am so tired of hearing about the Snyder Cut.
This is exhausting.
It
really is.
It's exhausting. It's going to be the same bad movie it was 4 years ago. It's just going to be longer.
Yeah, this also implies that it's like Zack Snyder's in like a dark room. DC executives are knocking on the door like, you done in there? And he's just like, 1 second. They're like, all right. So it's a series, right? He's like, actually, it's a movie again. It's a movie. Like, whatever's going on behind the scenes that they can't decide if it's a movie or a TV series is, that's a bummer. Because those are two very different things.
Yeah.
And they should have known what it was early. Right?
Yes, agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because a series would mean each episode is its own story. Now he's saying it's a long movie that I guess you could watch in pieces, I'm guessing.
I mean...
Yeah, it's a 4-part miniseries.
Right, but not if it's actually a really long movie. Then it's just a series of hour-long pieces that stop abruptly.
Correct.
And, yeah, okay. So...
I'm just...
It's all right, let's move on.
I'm just so tired of... I want a reboot of DC Universe, but, like, I'm also willing to wait for a reboot. I'm like, I just want the Snyderverse to be done.
Yeah.
And just, can we start over? I want, like, a happy Superman. I do, like, give me same brooding Batman, that's fine. But I also like, Robin and Batgirl and...
Yep.
Give me...
Hard reset.
Yeah, hard reset on all of it. I will wait a few years. It doesn't have to be today, because I don't think they would be able to do it right today.
Yeah. Pull the plug. Put the plug back in. Wait 5 minutes. Press the start button.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah. Just say, I'm sorry, everybody. We're trying again. This is exhausting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on and name some more producers.
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you to Space McNulty. Thank you very much. Thank you to Hiram. Thank you to Oh Great, It's That Guy. Thank you to Nolan Mayton. Thank you to Normal Man, Andrew McGuire. Thank you to Ozzy. Thank you to AJ. Thank you to Tip Drizzle. Yeah. Thank you to Frank Lee Amish.
All right, let me jump in here. Thank you to Burrito Mouth. Thank you to Mrs. Voidus.
Yeah.
Thank you to the ghost of Dave Thomas.
Yeah.
Thank you to Aaron Burser.
Thank you.
Thank you to David Knife Boot, Hinson,
Knife
MBA,
Boot.
CPA.
Thank you.
Thank you to Christopher Robert Sparts, Esquire.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mackenzie Righteous Hand of Lizard People Chill.
Thank you.
Thank you to Funky J.
Thank you.
And thank you to Pie Guy.
Pie Guy. Woo! End of episode.
Not so fast, Dave.
What?
Stop what you're doing right
Okay.
now and listen
Okay.
to me. Listen to me.
Okay.
Shut up and listen to me.
Okay.
Do you have a movie that deserves
Okay.
more hype?
Oh my God, I do.
Oh, shit.
Yay!
Yeah.
I thought that you might.
Yeah. No, you were right. You were absolutely right. This movie is called Stray. It will be released March 5th in whatever digital theaters means. I assume streaming soon after. This is the debut of a feature documentary debut for Elizabeth Lowe. It's getting a lot of praise from Tribeca. It is basically, if you remember the movie Ketty, the one that followed cats around, I believe, Istanbul. Mm-hmm. It's that, but for dogs. This is a documentary. Wait, this one's also in the streets of Istanbul. Is Ketty? Mm-hmm. I should check that out. Is this just? Is it just that Istanbul is
Istanbul doesn't kill their animals.
really loose about
It's twofold. Istanbul has a no capture, no kill policy for animals.
Yep, they say it in the trailer.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ketty was also Istanbul. So, it's this lady basically followed around a single stray dog and his buddies.
3 stray dogs, I think, is the
3
focus
stray
of the
dogs.
movies.
They put GPS collars on them every night so they could find them again in the morning. And it's just like a real chill movie about these dogs just having a great time being dogs. And that's it. That's the movie, folks.
Right.
I guess they said that there's also like they talk about certain like marginalized people in the country who kind of are unseen, and they talk about the dog kind of interacts with people, highlighting that. But it was really just we're gonna follow these fucking dogs around, set up a microphone and just sort of see what adventures they get into.
It just sounds lovely. It just sounds exactly what I want to watch right now all the time.
Yeah. Just fucking watch some dogs run around.
Mm-hmm.
They probably have dog sex.
Probably. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really interesting because of how, there's this no capture, no kill policy, and that Istanbul, I think they say in the trailer, has like the largest stray population. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So all of these animals are just kind of, at least judging by what we see in the trailer, they're just it's not like unusual or anything. They're just sort of like accepted as a part of everyday life. There's just all of these animals all over the place. So they're using the animals to kind of see what life is like on the fringe of society, including you mentioned, like the marginalized people in Istanbul that we don't necessarily see these animals interact with.
Young Syrian refugees specifically, according to one review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks good as shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait for the third film, Stray versus Ketty, where they face off. Mm-hmm. And all the cats fight all the dogs.
They showed a little preview in the trailer of like the dogs chasing some cats. Like,
yeah,
I was just like, oh, all right.
It definitely looks like, it reminds me of like, did you ever see like, what was that movie called? Baraka. Don't get excited, Tom. It's not about the Mortal Kombat character.
Believe me, I remembered the film when it came out. I was like, what's this movie called?
You're like, yes, please. And then you watch and you're like,
this isn't what I thought it was going to be at all.
And that director also made Samsara, and these movies where they, and a few others where it's like basically cinematography, like Wet Dream, where they're making these documentaries that are just showing unique places in the world in a very, very, very unique
perspective
way. Yeah, they're using time-lapse photography and just like beautiful cinematography to show parts of the world, and it's very relaxing to watch, especially if you're high. And and this reminds me of that, where it's like clearly like people who are really into cinematography, just like, we're just going to shoot these fucking dogs. We're just going to follow them around. It reminds me of like film school, where it's like, just film something. But they created a narrative, it sounds like.
What did the article say? That they have to put like GPS tracking on all the dogs so they could follow them?
Yeah. Yeah, they put them at night because they would track them in the morning, then they would stick collars on them. I'm sure the dogs were very confused about that. And then in the morning they take them off to shoot, and they just keep following them.
I would hope that they adopt the dogs afterward. Could you imagine you're following a dog around for like months, and then you're just like, well, time to just leave you on the streets?
Yeah. Or at least they ate them or something. Just some sort of closure with the dogs.
Yeah, gain their power. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody check out the trailer. This looks real chill. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's all I got.
We've done it.
We fucking did it.
All of the hype.
All of the hype. This was we there wasn't anything on here that was like boo. Like I was like yay to all of this stuff, except for the news section.
Well, yeah,
but,
get out of my face with that.
Yeah. Star, thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, of course. I love hanging out with you guys.
Do you have anything you'd like to tell people? Something to plug? A statement? Whatever.
Go read my webcomic, Ruby Whipple, at rubywhipple.com. Ruby spelled with an I. It's a fun comic about witches in Los Angeles, and just finished up the 8th chapter. And it's like the first 2 parts of essentially like if they were like graphic novels are done, so they're up. You could read all of it, and yeah, you should do that. Awesome.
All right. Yeah, I have a physical copy of the first one. I'm very proud to have it.
Oh yeah, I need to get on that.
Yeah. All right, well, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. If you go there, you can sign up for a Hypecast shout-out. For example, we watch movies with our patrons every Friday night.
We sure do.
We also have some exclusive podcasts on there. It's the bottom tier. The $5 a month, you get 2 podcasts a week. Those podcasts are Tom and Jeff Watch Batman and Fox Mulder is a Maniac. Terrific shows. Check them out.
We also have a store, tpublic.com/store/gamefullyunemployed, where you can get t-shirts, masks, mugs, stickers, posters, all kinds of things, several of them drawn by Star.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, check that out, you goofs.
Yeah, you goofs. You fucking goofs.
You goofs.
What the fuck?
But yeah, that's it. That's it. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, CORLEW, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info.